Hello there, it is me, Tarman, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to paint faces. I'm going to show you 3 different ways how to paint a face. I'm going to show you like a very basic, let's crank it out as fast as you can, a mid, like yeah, good enough, and then a really interesting and good way to paint a face. But without further ado, let's hop right in there. So here are the 3 heads I'm going to paint today. These are just some black powder figures, and these are just some French. So we're just gonna start off. They all get the same base coat, which we're just gonna be painting it all this, and then boom. So there it is, just all base coated. So the first thing we're gonna do is paint the basic one, and I'm just gonna pick out his hat or his shako. We're just going to use this. And then there you go. Now that that's picked out, the next thing we're going to do is pick out the brim of his shako, and we're just going to use this. Then the next thing we're going to do is pick out his little chin strap, and we're going to use this. Next up, we're going to be picking out his hair, and we're just going to use kaboom! Then the next thing we're gonna pick out is a little ball on his head. I don't know what that's called. And we're just gonna use this. And then boom! Now we're finally gonna paint the face, what you're here for. Since this is a basic, we're just gonna do the minimum amount, and we're just gonna use this. Basically it for the first head, but we're gonna put one little wash over the shako to give it some contrast or depth. And we're just gonna use this. That's it for the first head. Very basic and easy to paint. So let's move on to the second one. On to the second head. First thing I'm going to do is pick out the shako, and I'm basically going to be doing the same thing, but this one doesn't have the cover, so we're going to just paint it all this. Now we're just going to pick out all the little gold bits, which is his chin strap and that little plate on the front of his shako, and we're just going to use what we used last time. Boom, now that that's picked out, let's wrap up the shako. So next thing we're going to do is pick out this little detail here. We're going to paint a red dot, then a black dot. And we're just going to use this, and we're just going to do the black dot with the same color we used to paint the shako. Boom, magical. Now we're going to pick out the little fuzzball, and we're just going to use that. Now we can finally move on to that face, and we're going to be painting the hair with the same exact color that we used before, that one. Okay, so now this is where it starts to look a little different. The first color we're going to use to paint the face is this. That's done. The next color we're going to use, we're just going to be hitting the high points. We're going to use this. Now that that's done, the next thing we're going to do is paint the inside of his mouth, and we're just going to be painting that this. Skadoosh. Boom. Now that that's done, we're just going to go over it with a light wash, and we're just going to use the same one we used last time. This. And there we go. That's it for head number 2. Now it's time for head number 3. Here is head number 3. First thing we're going to do is the exact same as the others. Pick out the Shako, same exact color we did before. Kaboom! Now we're just going to pick out his little red tassels, and we're just going to use that. Now that that's done, the next thing we're going to do is highlight it, and we're going to use this. Now the next thing we're going to do is pick out the little gold part, using the same gold we've been using, which is... And then there you go. Now let's move on to that face, and the first thing we're going to do is pick out the hair, and we're just going to do the same thing we've been doing. So let's grab the for the hair. And then there you go. Now all of his hair is picked out. So next thing we're going to do is paint those eyes, and all we need to do is add a black dot. Now we got those 2 little pupils picked out. Now let's paint the base coat for this face, and we're going to use this. And then there you go. Now the first coat is painted. Now let's move on to the next, which will be this. And then there you go. He's looking a bit dark right now, but we're going to brighten him up, and we're going to move on to this. Do is mix a little bit of white with it to make it a little brighter, and we're just going to hit the highest of high points. And there you go. Now I'm just going to hit that gold part with a little wash, the same one we've been using. Ta-da! Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope it was informational or entertaining or helpful in some shape or form. I do make a new video every single Wednesday. Yeah, but let's just jump into this little montage so you guys can see the end result. And like and subscribe, only if you want to. But yeah, see you next Wednesday.